Why do people hate K-pop? Let's talk about it.
Hey, now you know, now you know. Yo, now you know, now you know. Hey, now you know. If you don't know, now you know.
K-pop, as the name entails, is a musical phenomenon that originated in South Korea that has increasingly gained worldwide attention over the years. K-pop offers a perfectly manufactured experience that is much more than just the songs. K-pop is about the synchronized choreography, the high-budget music videos, the beautiful idols, as the artists are called in K-pop culture, as well as singing and dancing and the fan culture. South Korea has created a formula for producing music that is proving its success year after year. The first global phenomenon of K-pop happened in 2012, Gangnam Style.
Oppan Gangnam Style.
Everyone knows this song, all over the world. People were doing the dance. In Lebanon, this song was played everywhere, from clubs to middle school parties to cafes. The music video was the first ever video to reach 1 billion views on YouTube. It took K-pop culture to an extreme and left everyone confused, but entertained. In the collective minds of many, this is the image of K-pop that people have. Something that is weird and unusual, albeit entertaining. This may be why most people have trouble taking K-pop seriously. It was fun for a while, but most seem to agree that it was a weird phase. The second time K-pop made a lasting global impression was with BTS. BTS are a Korean boy band that made their debut in 2013 and entered the US market by storm in 2017. When they arrived in LAX, Ellen DeGeneres said it was like the Beatles were here. Their social presence proved to be stronger than that of Western artists, as they won the Social Artist Award at the Billboard Music Awards. However, their gigantic popularity still left people with mixed feelings about K-pop. After all, boy bands appeal mostly to teenage girls, and usually it's pretty popular to hate on what teenage girls like. We saw that with artists such as Justin Bieber and One Direction. Despite having their huge followings, they were treated as a subject of teenage girl obsession and not really giving any artistic credit. The same seems to be happening with BTS, as most of their fan base, known as ARMY, are just as teenage and just as crazed as Beliebers and Directioners. While everyone generally thinks that their music taste is better than others, there seems to be a strong bias against K-pop in particular. But this bias is founded in more than just personal taste. Sadly, K-pop will never be completely respected in Western culture. There are hundreds of million K-pop fans around the world, which makes up a huge part of the global music industry. But the amount of people who don't listen to K-pop still outweighs the number of people who appreciate and enjoy it. And to be frank, a lot of people who don't like K-pop also don't respect it. Negative opinions occur within every genre. There are some people who hate pop music, calling it manufactured and uninteresting. There are individuals who strongly dislike hip-hop music for its common use of vulgarity, country music for being twangy and hick, classical music for being boring and for stuck-up people, and every other genre of music you can think of for every possible reason under the sun. For the most part though, people who don't like a certain style of music within their culture don't bash others who do. That will be the difference between those who dislike other kinds of music compared to many of those who dislike K-pop. It seems as though disliking a music from a different part of the world gives uninformed people a chance to also disrespect it. Since they don't understand the lyrics, they say songs are trash. Since Western artists don't really dance when they perform, people say idols look weird or stupid when they perform. Since stage makeup and outfits are different in the K-pop industry compared to the Western pop industry, people say male idols look like girls. They even judge idol sexuality based off of what they see. Honestly, the way people react to K-pop can tell you a lot of what they really think about society. Talking about K-pop is a broad and easy way for people to pass judgment onto Korean culture and other minorities without possessing the knowledge to back up their opinions. Most people would assume that the prejudice amongst non-K-pop fans is due to the language barrier. I'll have to disagree, since a foreign song like Despacito can reach 8.1 billion views on YouTube, and this song has little to no English words in its lyrics, while most K-pop songs include a lot of English words. Let me tell you my story. 6 years ago, when BTS were on the cusp of superstardom, I was not a K-pop fan. In fact, I used to clown the genre. I never had bothered to listen to any of the music outside, and yet I still made fun of the whole industry. Why? Because it's what everybody else did. Back in 8th grade, I was in class, and we were talking about South Korea in one of our lessons, and somehow K-pop was brought up. Me and a bunch of students started cracking jokes. After that class, one of my female friends came up to me with a piece of paper, and it had a bunch of K-pop songs written on there. I had never known she listened to K-pop. I threw the paper in my bag, thinking I was never gonna look at it again. The next morning I was getting ready for school and I saw the paper sticking out of my bag. I grabbed it and decided to give one of the songs a chance. Mic Drop by BTS. And from that moment on, I was hooked. I asked myself, how many more gems am I missing out on? So I decided to listen to more and more K-pop artists. And if you had told me 6 years ago that I would be listening to tons of K-pop groups and would have had a YouTube channel dedicated to it and gained 3,000 subscribers, damn near 4,000 subscribers, I wouldn't believe you. I'd honestly tell you to get the fuck out of my face and go eat a friend. I want to discuss some reasons people usually give when asked why they don't like K-pop or why they won't give it a try. The first and most common reason people give for not listening to K-pop is that they don't understand the language. That reason seems flimsy, as most people in the region listen to Spanish and French songs and gave Despacito worldwide popularity. The US market has historically had a hard time accepting any media product that isn't English. Consequently, it seems that for a cultural phenomenon to be globally popularized, it has to enter the American mainstream. I also tend to hear, how can you listen to K-pop? Do you even know what they're saying? No, I do not. A lot of us don't speak the language or understand any Korean. And why exactly do we like a genre of music if it's from a different country and culture? It's simple. We love the music. It's that easy to understand. K-pop fans enjoy the songs and albums from K-pop artists. We don't necessarily need to know or understand the lyrics, but we really enjoy the music. We even sing and dance along, yet we don't know the lyrics or choreography. And another thing to remember is that English subtitles and captions are an international fan's best friend. It's not that hard to get used to putting on subtitles on music videos, channels, and things like that. And I find it funny that people will take the time out to be, oh, well, I'm not gonna listen to it because I don't understand the language. What do I look like putting subtitles on a music video? These are the same people that watch anime and say that they're sub-only people and will put subtitles on to watch the anime, but won't put subtitles on to watch a music video. Crazy how that works. Subtitles help us understand the lyrics and meaning behind the song. Maybe not all people, but to a lot, lyrics are a very important part of a song, and it's completely fine if they don't understand the language that their favorite artist is singing in. If they have some way of learning the meaning of the song, then they're happy. Happy without not being able to understand Korean? Sure, some lyrics might not mean much, but other songs have very meaningful, beautiful lyrics. If we can understand the lyrics, the song becomes even better and special as we connect to it somehow. All these different things can make up why we love a song. No, we don't need to understand Korean to like it. You don't understand Despacito, yet you were bopping along to it, weren't you? We like the members of our favorite groups and we admire their talent and humor as well as their songs. That's all there is to it. I hit up one of my friends to get their insight on K-pop, as they would be more experienced than the average person in terms of music. As expected, they've already given K-pop a chance, unlike many others. They listened to a few songs and found that it wasn't really their taste. That's a valid opinion since K-pop isn't for everyone like any other kind of music. However, commenting on the common misconception that all K-pop songs sound similar is useful. K-pop isn't just pop. What makes it stand out is how it uses all different forms of musical influences like R&B, hip-hop, EDM, pop rock, etc. and turns them all into something entirely new and unique. An example I would use is a song like I Got a Boy by Girls' Generation, a song that mashes a staggering 9 genres into just a 4-minute, 44-second song. K-pop pushes the boundaries of all Western music, combining genres together in ways that we've never seen before. In the US, K-pop is seen as something exotic and different, paving the way for many biases and opinions that can sometimes even be borderline racist. The age-old us versus them mentality makes it difficult for the American market to accept K-pop as a product in the mainstream. What's also interesting to note is that we only started accepting K-pop when it started being accepted in American culture. The reality is that unless the US feeds us a product, we tend to oppose it. In my conversation with my friend, they agreed that most people are strongly biased against K-pop. Some go as far as to make racist comments about the idols. These biases that we have really limit our experience in terms of cultural exchange. We live in a society where the entire world is just a click away, yet we only accept what is fed to us. If you don't want to listen to K-pop, that's your choice. but I believe K-pop should be given a chance. I think it offers much more than the US pop music industry, and if you give it a try, I'm sure you'll find something you like. Even if you don't, it doesn't hurt to broaden your horizons. My point is, people hate all genres of music, but when it's a genre that is unknown or unfamiliar to them, that heightens people's trepidation to accept it. If Western radio stations play music from around the world, people could dislike global music without disrespecting the artists who put their whole lives into their careers. Maybe there will be less ignorance surrounding K-pop and therefore fewer haters, although the haters will never go away. To any K-pop fans watching, you probably won't convince your classmates or friends to be less rude or more inviting towards K-pop unless they figure out some stuff for themselves. Like learning to dislike something without using extreme negatives or accusations. I wouldn't worry about them as long as K-pop makes you happy. That's all that matters.